Hi everyone, and welcome to our weekly portion here at eteachergroup.com. This week's portion is VaYeshev, and it can be found in the book of Genesis, from chapter 37, verse 1 to chapter 40, verse 3. Let us open the Torah scroll and meet our portion. VaYeshev Yaakov be'eretz megurei aviv be'eretz Kna'an. The portion is named VaYeshev, literally, and he dwelt, because it begins with telling us that Jacob dwelt in the land of Canaan. Let us understand the first verse together. VaYeshev, dwelt. Yaakov, Jacob. Be'eretz, in the land. Megurei, sojourning. Aviv, of his father. Be'eretz, in the land. Kna'an, of Canaan. This week's portion begins with telling us about Jacob's family. Joseph, the older of Rachel's two sons, was Jacob's favorite, and Jacob even made him a special long rope with sleeves. Joseph's brothers were envious and hated him so much that they did not even speak to him. In addition to hating Joseph because of his father's love, Joseph also told his father and brothers of dreams he had, which the brothers understood to mean that Joseph thought that they would bow down to him and that he would rule over them. This, of course, only added to their great hatred for him. On one occasion, Jacob sends Joseph to find his brothers who are tending their flocks near Shechem. The brothers see him coming from afar and decide to kill him and throw him into a pit. Reuben wishes to save Joseph and points to a specific desert pit in which he thinks they should throw Joseph. After taking off Joseph's robes, the brothers throw him into the pit. Judah then suggests that instead of sinning and killing their brother, they should sell him as a slave. Joseph is then sold to merchants passing by and taken to Egypt. Reuben only discovers this later and is much distressed. The brothers dip Joseph's coat in an animal's blood and bring it to their father. Jacob mourns his son for many days and refuses to be comforted. At this point, disturbing the sequence of the Joseph story, we hear of what happens with one of the other sons of Jacob, Judah. Judah was married to a woman who bore him 3 sons. The oldest of these sons married a local woman named Tamar and then died. The second brother then married Tamar in order to fulfill his duty of raising an offspring for his brother, but then he too died. Judah then told Tamar to return to her father's home and wait until his youngest son was grown up. However, we are told that he told her this because he did not want her to marry his son. Sometime later, when Tamar realizes that she is not being given to Judah's son in marriage, she dresses up as a prostitute and seduces Judah. She takes his signet, cord, and staff as a pledge, for he does not have the payment she asked for with him. When Judah discovers that Tamar is pregnant, he orders to have her burnt for adultery. However, she then presents his pledge, and he realizes what happened and admits that Tamar is more righteous than he himself is. Tamar gives birth to twin boys. Meanwhile, Joseph has been taken down to Egypt and is very successful as a servant in the house of Potiphar, the officer of Pharaoh. However, Potiphar's wife tries to seduce him, and when he refuses, she accuses him of trying to rape her. Joseph is immediately thrown into jail. Sometime later, 2 of Pharaoh's closest servants, his cupbearer and his baker, join Joseph in jail. The 2 both have a strange dream on the same night, and Joseph interprets their dreams, telling them that in 3 days the cupbearer will be reinstated, while the baker will be executed. He asks the cupbearer to remember him when he is released, and help release him as well. Joseph's interpretation of the dreams is correct, and 3 days later, the cupbearer is reinstated, while the baker is executed. However, the cupbearer does not keep his promise to Joseph, and forgets to mention him to Pharaoh. Thank you for joining us for this week's portion. We hope to see you again next week. Have a great week.